good question.
What kind of hero does each team?
Well, they have very solid lineups already. Both teams, both of them have ways to counter initiate. They both have strong heroes picked out in this meta. I think Double Dimension is going to pick something to work around the Faceless Void and optimize that Chronosphere a little bit more. Try to play around that. But mousesports, it looks like they kind of edged away from their plans the first two games. I take it back. They do have a very strong ability to run into the enemy towers and like dominate the game, but Double Dimension, decent high ground defense. I'm not sure if it would be such a good idea to rely on picking a hero that like goes super well with just the chrono and nothing else, because I think mousesports can do like so much around that chronosphere cooldown. So they're really going to need to think about this last pick that they're taking. I think they had something else in mind, but that Terrorblade pick spooked them a little bit, and they're trying to find a better way to deal with that. Regardless, though, the amount of damage that they have as far as through combination of Sand King, Necrophos, Ancient Apparition, just so much damage without like really needing that many items. You're always going to have a way to fight the enemies as long as you get your abilities off. It's like completely different from how they drafted the first game. I think they may have slipped up in the draft the first game, as well as mousesports getting heroes that they're like super comfortable with and strong in the early game, like you were saying. I'd need to get a little bit more familiar with like what these teams are doing in the scene, but it was really impressive what mousesports did. Double Dimension looks like they slipped up, but they definitely learned their lesson, and they're not gonna let something like that happen again.
Yeah, exactly what you. The Chronosphere does have a very long cooldown, so if the up and they're playing,
You may now select your
Terrorblade can just run down a tower. That being said, before this Timbersaw pick came out, which is an amazing counter against her, they already actually did have pretty good answers. Necrophos lock him down well before the Faceless Void, Chrono, and Scene. Though we did have our concerns about the Silencer pick, maybe not getting caught in Chrono. Now that we see it's sport, it probably should never get caught in Chrono. Both lineups have really good. Both lineups are really good, and I'm not sure who to take this, but
indeed, couldn't have said it better myself. We'll be back with game number 3 in just a moment.
Prepare for battle.
I swear these guys are killing me. They keep switching heroes, Ramses and Undershark. Ramses initially picked up the Necrophos, then he switched with the Void with Undershark, and then they switched back. It's... I don't know who they're trying to confuse, but they're definitely achieving that goal with me. Anyway, game number 3. This is this one's for all the marbles. How do you see these lanes working out?
Well, I'll play Necro. Self a lot of regen. So two of those tangos are going to turn into a stick, and the other two are going to turn into
30 seconds
GG branch tangos. So
Yep.
pretty good. So essentially, Ramses has 10 tangos that he's carrying, so he has a lot of ways to stay in this lane. It actually looks. Fade here.
A couple of seconds.
Binding rune.
Seems like a nice time, and they can go for the block off, and they can. No skill used yet by Timbersaw, so 2 available just easily. There's his way through trees if he needs to.
Oh my god.
But,
LeBron took that rune.
Oh, yeah.
Pay attention. So
Okay,
3
we
bounty
did.
runes decided to double.
He didn't even use Burrow Strike either. He just grabbed that and walked out of there. And the other enemy team is just like, okay, well, I guess that happened. We're just gonna have to move on with our lives and accept it.
This is where tunnel vision on this one hero, and it's like, oh yeah, you can't get the bounty rune, and then Let's pick it up. Oh no, it's gone. Never mind. Alright.
But I really like the Timbersaw pickup. I feel like it's fairly strong against the heroes of mousesports. They're gonna counter it by like trying to do as much damage and burn through regen of this Timbersaw as quickly as possible. Like that was very scary amount of damage.
Yeah.
They definitely did the right thing as far as like zoning him out in the early. Once he gets a couple points in his reactive armor, it can be a lot more
I
difficult to
get
do.
him now. You did kill still the reactive armor, so easy ways to make it through. And now, with a fissure block of another rank, he would have done a trick, but great burst strike from LeBron. Keeping him alive, I don't think the fucking curse, yeah, it's not quite taking him out. That was crucial. Yeah, I mean, Timbersaw, yeah, as we were just trying to say, I assume. You can punish him, he's this early on before he has these 2 or 3 points into the armor.
So they're definitely playing this one right here, in my opinion. I think Timbersaw is a very strong pick against this lane and these heroes that they have here. But if they can take advantage of him being a little bit weaker at the early levels and like press on that, not let him get a chance to have those levels, they're going to be in a lot better place overall this game.
Alright, Jax might be getting caught here on...
Slimy does have level 2, so he can
have the mana.
chain away. The both started try to turn things around, and extra damage from No Fear could lead to first blood to them, but same from Ron chopping low, but he manages to make his way into the tree spot, and looks like, yeah, he's gonna be the first blood instead. No Madara. If he didn't have 11 armor, he might have been in trouble. But, okay, maybe next time, actually, does track down LeBron. Is that what happened, or did LeBron try and fight him?
No, he just wheels it back him down.
Alright.
Yeah. Earthshaker, fast hero. I guess the dunker got dunked there. Yeah? Come on, guys. Last.
He's the original Earthshaker.
Yeah. Anyway, top lane
He's
here.
dead now, though. Maybe. The
Really?
right clicks will finish him off. He has a history, though. Walks the other way. So close. Thank you,
Close.
level 2 there. He was dead. Wide away.
Take a look at top lane. We haven't looked at that one yet. This Necrophos made the bold choice of going Ghost Shroud instead of Heartstopper Aura at... I mean, he's gonna save him here,
dead?
but...
Yeah. Skylark, he's committing for it.
no.
Oh no, the heals!
Alright. Ramses knows something I don't. That first point in Ghost Shroud instead of Heartstopper Aura for the harass actually baited him out, got the kill. Well played by
The
him.
harass and the amplifier of the heal. It's really important.
Yeah, having that early point in the
Oh god. Just caught that. Yeah, he was caught in the middle of all of that. The Dara with
Getting
the
that- getting
charge
that-
should be, but, what I thought, middle
Alright,
lane
must-
Thug. Doesn't it leave? Okay. Thought he was going for the burst strike.
let Ramsey. Skylar can get off.
I mean, it does change the overall pace of the game, getting an early point in Heartstopper Aura, because the enemy is going through regen constantly. Their HP isn't going up by itself. That is an extremely useful skill as far as keeping the enemy away from you. And
Might be baited to go in here.
Braun shows himself. Now Skylark still has electrical move speed to juke and jive a bit. But he's even out of region already. All he has is the moment of courage procs to kind of tide him over, but 2 heroes are thrown at him, it's not as easy to do.
Not to mention the
yes.
first base boost.
I don't know, what you can do to Radrix is starting to become more limited. I mean, he has 10 points in his armor already. Look how little damage it's doing to him and how much he regens.
He has as much armor now with full stacks if the turbo has enabled it.
Yeah.
At level 2, but I can find easier targets instead. No fear. Slow down, a couple of right clicks, no metamorphosis, still makes it a little bit harder. But, you can get these kind of kills, it's also super useful to Spartan in particular, but now Madara might be in trouble. Another Fisher, once again not available, but there's no trees to bounce to just yet. And the here at the south, Madara is safe. Now it's 3 heroes around him and Radrix doesn't care. He's at that point.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I mean, it's only a matter of time. They did as well as they could have against Timbersaw. Like they knew what Timbersaw needed to succeed in this lane, and they tried to stop him from doing that. That in itself was well played by them. They have a pretty good
Oh
understanding.
god, he's committing.
Yep.
So
There's
the
a shrine
spot,
right
yeah,
there,
they're
though.
gonna have to pop the shrine, yeah. And Madaro's also gonna get in on the action, so not wasting
Top
it.
lane.
Oh,
Out.
Necrophos, strong hero,
Dire's
you know?
top tower is under attack.
forced out of his own lane.
It was really well played by Ramses, though, baiting him out using the Ghost Shroud. A little bit hasty by
Dire's
the
top
Legion
tower
commander
is under
to try and go
attack.
in on that, but like I guess he just lost his cool, wanted to take down the
Dire's top tower is
Necro, or maybe like when you play against a hero so many times, so many matchups, you're just used to doing the same thing. It's so often that people go fight stop Aura at level 2, so maybe you just forget the scheme level 3 and you think, okay, I can fight that.
Logics again, maybe next time with the Fisher block. Gets it off. Skylark also made filtration around. Already used the miracle. We'll finish up the AA. But yeah, Logics. We talked about it. Very hard to bring down. Still trying. Yeah, they have 4 heroes here. This is about the number that you need.
Gets his timing right on this next fissure. He got him.
Yes, nice.
Radiant's bottom
If he doesn't have any stacks, then he's not getting that regen. Can't survive.
Madara pops that metamorph. And even if Timbersaw does actually just Madara hits so
Dire's top tower is under attack.
possible to contest.
It's somewhat interesting that Terrorblade would choose to head up top lane against this Necrophos. I really don't think he's going to be able to find any farm here. He's just going to be zoned out of the lane. He's got to have something in mind, but looks like, yeah, his team is coming up. I mean, he has to know something's going. He has to know something's about to go wrong here.
That's level 6 on Ramses with the burst strike. That's enough damage to put him in range. They will be able to get this kill before the help can arrive. Can they get anything in return? The answer is yes. They find the duel, follow-up damage. Can they get the duel win? Not quite! Oh, that's so unfortunate.
Maybe if he led with the fissure first.
Yeah.
Might have
Yeah, a little bit weird that interaction between all the
Put it
players.
on shot at least. He dies. Starfall not connected the second time, but the last word actually. Enough to finish him off. Another +2. Oh, no fear. Getting close to death as well in this middle lane. That's a bright side for mousesports though, isn't it? That the silencer already has stolen 6 intelligence. It's not always the case.
He's a smart guy. You know,
school, did his homework. Kids, don't your homework, man. Important.
slice of life, Mr. TJ Hamilton.
He's gonna straight up duel Timbersaw. Why the hell not? Yes, does have max charges on level 3. Starfall connects though, and that's a lot of damage to come. No mana for last word. Which means Rajix will actually be able to survive this one too at like 50 L points. That was
That
the difference
raindrop
of having
did
that
save
last
his
word
life.
not, and that too, yeah.
Calculated.
Raindrop gaming.
Teeing up to almost 400 health points off of the residual stacks. This hero's so silly.
Yeah. Mousesports like continuing their aggression right now though. It looks like they're controlling the flow of this game right now and deciding like who can be where on the map and whatnot. Ramsey is starting to get very scary though. He's pretty much farming by himself. He's had no issues this game. They're just leaving the Necrophos alone, which like isn't awful. It's not as scary as leaving like a different kind of carry that can do a lot more with items alone. Necrophos is going to be able to do some stuff alone regardless. It doesn't scale quite as well with items as some heroes do. But he just like rushes Force Staff. That's going to save so many of his allies from like...
It's Atos actually.
Atos, yeah.
When Atos, are you sure? Oh yeah, he did. Wonder why
I think that's the correct choice this game.
Force Staff. Like it does tons of damage and whatnot. I just thought I saw a Force Staff on the...
Oh, bottom lane, they're gonna go again. Rajix. Another duel, stuck with another Starfall, and what? Oh, they're gonna get it this time at least. Looked like the second Starfall didn't hit. Not sure what happened there. They would kill the creep next to him.
Dire's
They win the duel, they don't win the duel, but they get the kill. It's almost as important at this point.
the prize is not.
Mid lane, and next time, it's in trouble. Chronosphere, they're thinking about it, but they don't need it. First strike into a Scythe, easy kill regardless.
Dire's middle tower is under
And
attack.
still having that chronosphere to threaten the enemies from engaging too hard onto them. So enemies aren't going to want to press forward on that one.
Zaytos is gonna do a lot of work. A lot of the stay in the same place. And Sand King. Let Shadow come in.
They made the read, Skylark scouts them out just as Moonlight Shadow expires. They're too far away from Wrestle 2. Meanwhile, the middle lane at least.
Still managed to take something with that Moonlight Shadow.
Yeah.
Radiant's
Just pick on the easy guy, it's Nofi again. He's not the most net-proof this time around, not quite. But he's being picked up quite a bit. Top lane, okay, Spartan. Similar position, Nofi wrecks, crack down, like click away at. Dominating Speed Ramses now. What's the solution to this?
Dominating Speed Ramses. You have Global Silence, you have a decent answer for like stopping him from getting off his spells and whatnot. With that, you have Earthshaker, who they're sitting in the bottom lane against Timbersaw right now, get him his level 6 and maybe eventually get a Blink Dagger, because they're gonna need to, if they jump on this Necro and find a kill on him, like even if they use so many things, the goal that's gonna give is like absolutely amazing. So Terrorblade right now taking, I think this kind of gameplay is really smart actually. Terrorblade right now is engaging with the enemies, trying to slow them down a little bit, and like making space for your Earthshaker, for him to get the priority farm with the Blink Dagger, even when it's this early, because they know that the Blink Dagger and the Earthshaker is something that they absolutely need in order to combat the enemies, and it's much more important than the equivalent of the
Now being baited out, they get the Chronosphere on Marana. Global Silence though prevents the Ice Blast from actually coming through, so Duck gets a leap away. That's what guys were talking about in drafts as well, just having that combo break one there. Now the duel in the back of the Ancient Apparition needs a bit of extra help to actually win it. The arrow lands on the AA, so the epicenter will not be stopped. 2 more heroes down here. Spartan cleans up one. After the Ancient Apparition died, but now Ramses says hello. Top the 8 off. An easy scythe on Thug. He didn't even go for the target right in front of him. Good division of resources and whole dimension. Coming out way ahead in this one.
Very well played by them.
Yeah, they need to be using this. Didn't use it. But yeah, if they use it defensively, then it allows SK, allows Void trying to follow up on the second tier, and it gets a little bit more time. After the silent comes out, so they have mousesports. They know that they have been trying to play aggressively, but it's not been working. Very far away from. While MNT has been doing okay and off, so the struggle there from mousesports. Find a way to get the.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it's just a matter. Sorry, you can do drag and drop. I'll hand it back over to you.
I was just gonna say that I feel like they do have the tools to make it work if they don't fall too far behind. So far it's only 3k net worth disadvantage.
Right now they just figure out what to do to catch him up.
Oh, I don't even think it's that as much as like right now.
Flash here.
Smoke will be popped, so far knows what's going on. We're coming at first. Damn, the Ice Blast is connected to Skylark. We do not have the detection for the Moonlight Shadow though, by the looks of it. Now, gonna go for the duel on the big guy, and
no.
He actually wins it. No, Madara cannot provide enough bursts with the Metamorphosis. Oh no, first duel, win actually towards the other time. On the shock, and with Chronosphere, follow up with the epicenter burst strike. Scythe! Triple kill for Ramses! Before he gets taken down finally, at least Madara gets it, so that's a lot of money in his pocket. But at what cost?
Wow. Yeah, Madara finding that kill is pretty big, but I guess the Ramses just got a little bit overconfident there. Like he's having the best game of his life, on Necrophos. He has it all. He's number 1 net worth as the offlaner.
Project
He feels like a
mid.
king.
Sorry.
So right there, he's like, yeah, I can fight this Terror Blade when he's metamorphosis and I'm surrounded by the enemies. Let's do this. I feel great. But you know, positive mental attitude will only take you so far.
Gets the Thunder up, but Unshark was at half health. Didn't really help him out too much. Braun coming in with the barrel strike. So quite a bit of that gold with just gaining that last time.
Yeah, it's a little bit unfortunate. I was gonna go off earlier about what mousesports need to do to come back in this game, and how the direction the game is gonna go in the next little while. They're pretty close to it. Actually, yeah, one of the things that they need is the Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker. For some reason, they dropped the Blink Dagger over there and didn't let the courier head all the way to the Earthshaker. I imagine maybe next time he's going to be completely happy about that one. And no Blink Dagger on the...
Oh, it's sitting on the high ground. He did
Yeah,
want to reveal it in lane.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Pretty sure. Like, there's no other reason to not send the courier there. Maybe next time he's dealing with the creep wave, so they didn't want to show him with the Blink Dagger in the lane.
It was actually like the Yasha on Terrorblade. I think the Terrorblade wanted the Yasha as quick as possible, and so we just dropped the Blink Dagger and took the courier back. I don't know. No, actually, no, you know what, you're right. I take it back. Dragon drop 1 F0.
Yeah.
Is the most likely reason.
Alright.
Apologies.
Like, what makes more of a difference? Having the Yasha like 10 seconds earlier, or not revealing your Blink?
These enemies gonna have to be able to figure this out. So, like, I was just saying, things they need to be able to come back in this game, to find picks, get an advantage, was the Blink Dagger on that Earthshaker. That's one of the things that they have now, and the
They just
Blink
planted
Dagger
down
on
these
Legion.
walls, so there's a false sense of security. They'll probably know that mousesports will want to react to this. They don't see them anywhere else in the map. They might not necessarily know how close they actually are. When it's Shadow. Now the Echo Slam instantly. He had to go. What silence to follow? The find the faces void immediately. Now the duel on the Necrophos before I can do anything else. This time they will barely win it. Skylark will still lose his life through the Ice Blast. Roderick is still in the middle of that. Oh, that's the only casualty. Great stun here from, I don't even know who did it.
Epicenter.
Timber saw the epicenter. Trying to turn this around. Dara! Oh, stunned up for too long. Could not sunder his way out of there. And Thug, also extremely low after this. Now Roderick takes his element. He's healing up. Still plenty of metal available. A double kill for him. What a behemoth, impossible to bring down. At the very least, we'll get sinking here. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe next time actually misses the stun. Triple kill for Radix. Spartan now in trouble as well. Another brutal strike will run, keeping him alive. Oh, mousesports. Too greedy for that extra +2.
I mean,
Overstepping their bounds.
I mean, they killed that Faceless Void there before Faceless Void got to Chronosphere off. That was like a very fortunate situation there.
Yeah, no void
was what
spells,
happened
no
there.
necro spells, and they still lose the fight like that? That was a great epicenter.
I mean, like I said, they still don't have all the tools they need to be able to do tons of AoE damage to the enemy team. They're behind enough to begin with. Getting that Blink Dagger on the Earthshaker with one of the conditions, it helps them come back into this and find kills and pickoffs, like, despite them losing and not being able to do that before. Along with that, like, they needed on the
Let
Legion
go,
commander.
Skylark. Ouch. That was very brutal. It was very close to Blink Dagger too. It's another thing.
Double Dimensions just preventing the enemies from getting what they need to be able to come back or stay in this game. They see that they're down. I think they know that there's certain items they need to be able to fight the enemy team, but Double Dimension just saying, no, I'm not going to let you have these. I'm going to keep pressuring you and attack all of your heroes, and like even the most optimal situation that you could have hoped for, killing my Faceless Void, you still didn't do that great.
The difference between the Legion Commander who has one dual win minutes versus what we saw last game with Rajix having multiple dual victories by this time. Just not able to get the farm, you're not able to get those kills. Dagger 20 minutes okay, but where's that dual damage gonna happen?
I mean, they just don't have the damage to be able to take heroes down in duel, and as the the EXP and gold gaps start to increase, that becomes worse and worse for you. You need like certain things to be able to get you back into the game, but the things that they can get at this point is very limited. Farm on the Terrorblade isn't going to make a huge difference, especially when he's in a Chronosphere. It's Earthshake. It's all on Earthshaker this game. Like Mirana can do all she can, but not enough burst damage on the side of mousesports. And they are not a very good team of playing here.
Sarah.
Epi getting wasted a little.
Not quite that. Global Silence, and he actually starting to lose his way through the Ice Blast as well. Gonna get a kill here, but we'll be able to finish off the tier 1 tower at the same time. Tier 2 mid and top have fallen from mousesports. Look at that, he's threatening high ground. And again, if you can't kill them all, they're gonna try the Echo Slam from maybe next time. Follow with the arrow. Skylark thinking about going in with a duel. The Chronosphere though, perfect! As the duel comes out, they win it! Onto Rajix, Undershock, going for the next target. It is the Earthshake, and this initiation did not work out well. Madara, he's the son of bottom now. Now he's dead too. No buyback. Earthshaker uses his. The only thing they have available, Thug and Spartan trying their best to turn things around. They might get the kill on to Necrophos, and they do. They're committed here to try and set that up, and I don't know if they're calling a high ground. Next one on the list. Triple kill for Thug. So, and they're holding high ground. So far, so good. Another like +6 intelligence for silences so far. But now, are they overstepping the bounds again? Maybe next time. Now the arrow will keep Rajix away for a little bit, but Undershock, well, is a lot more mobile. Maybe next time gets to go back to the high ground. But the one call is with, at least for the diving portion of this particular exercise. So they're playing like they're much further ahead, and it's costing them time and time again. And I'm not sure if it's okay. He can survive here.
They always want to fight you.
Maybe it was a bait. Maybe it was a bait. LeBron dropping very below. Another arrow lands. The Ice Blast will not hit on the target. Now the duel. They will finish off the Stimmersaw. Alright. Yeah. Just goes to show why I'm a flavor podcast. I did not see it coming the way it was going. Spartan just walking in there casually like alright. Let's just do this. Madara though, well, again, just trying to farm, but this time pays the price, cannot get the Sunder off. Indeed, I'm matching this aggressive movement step by step.
I'm like honestly impressed that mousesports is even able to hold the high ground against Double Dimension up at top lane. I'm not quite sure like how they managed to pull that off, just based on like how that situation went down in my head. It definitely would not have been okay, but they must have done some like impressive stuff all over the team fight. The Mirana in the backline finding a triple kill. I wasn't focused on the Mirana during that fight, so I'm probably going to go over this replay just to see what Thug did there.
Well, there were a couple of heroes diving.
Yeah.
Diving to the base. Thug just completely... God, Thug, no. Die.
Alright.
He bought a rapier, got a triple kill, and then he just put it in somewhere.
Alright, this is another tool that they now have that will help them like not get completely run over in this team fight. The Diffusal Blade on Mirana provides them a lot of damage. The mana burn extremely useful. Burns off the Ghost Shroud on Necrophos if Necrophos uses it. Just amazing item, tons of damage. Great item, one of the best items, etc. But I'm not sure. I'm not sure they're going to be able to defend with Aegis, but mousesports should play this a little bit more carefully until Timbersaw gets some more mana, because right now he doesn't even have to be able to take the base. So they're probably going to roam around the map, farm a little bit, get any items that they need to help them secure that high ground. They have a Lotus Orb being built into Timbersaw.
Got Rajix here. Arrow follow, Echo Slam.
Popping everything on him. Kill.
Well, they will be able to, not with the duel. Both sides to try and help out. The Yule Scepter still cancels the PB. Maybe next time will be brought down, and so the Skylark. Which could be a little bit later. These Thug survives, crucial for their survival. As he's the highest farming hero on their side. He's the one that needs to create the space in the tower at this point to try and catch up.
Yep.
Surprised that Skylark did not Maybe some music might need it to. Maybe that could have given him a little damage to. But Global Silence was used, and now it seems that Double Dimension will be trying to block. They have their ability. There's no Echo and there's no Global for it. A bit longer than up this push.
Checker needs to come back into own fissures and whatnot. The arrow will actually land on Faceless Void. Great start, but Lemon Cave falls off back to keep him safe.
Still
A little late.
lost a lot of HP there, so he's gonna need to be a little bit more careful.
He'll stand next to Necropost for a while, then he'll heal him up.
But he like walked away from Necropost. In fact, he time walked away from Necropost.
Another arrow of fissure will actually push him in range of that, so he's also being able to weigh at. So far, mousesports doing a good job of preventing fatal damage to Tier 3 tower. And if Rapier comes in, they're gonna try one more time. But the Echo with these big spells. Okay, fissures. Arrow lands. Here's the Necrophos. Once again, it's more time for the Echo Slam to come back up through them. That's all it is. 20 seconds. And Double Dimension. They are aware of it. They're gonna back off.
Cold War.
Shadow? Okay.
Yeah, they know it's just a little.
They're thinking we still have an advantage, we still have Adius, we're gonna keep this.
Oh no.
Diving deep for this one, no fear. Okay, yeah, but I blink to the side. Extra healers, low strike from the back here. Okay. The Ronnie was standing up on the high ground for the longest time. Global Silence to help out, prevent the Ice Blast from actually coming through. As they take this fight and finish up the second. Now they're looking for more this time. No turnover potential. Rams is actually super low. Maybe next time on the high ground will be time delayed. So this fissure definitely coming up anytime soon to slow down Ramses.
Yeah, it does have the
He's
Echo
the Aegis
Slam.
carrier, so.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Stopping the count initiation.
Yeah.
And
Items or shit. I don't think we. Oh, okay. I was gonna touch on this. Madara had lined up.
good call in my opinion. They do a ton of magical damage, or damage that BKB can block between the Sand King, Timbersaw, AA, Necro. Like, you can't be getting bursted down during the duration of a stun if you're Terrorblade. You need to be getting off all the damage you can. Like, they're finally starting to be able to fight these enemies. Right now they have to... Alright, Faceless Void might go down here.
He might.
He also might not.
Yeah, it was just the Earthshake and Silence dies at the same time to the other two heroes.
This is pretty bad.
That's a bit sloppy, yeah.
His Echo Slam's on cooldown too. He used Echo Slam to try and kill that Faceless Void. They don't really have the tools that they need to defend the base.
Yeah, it feels like they have no concept of how far they are there and how they cannot afford to make these kind of all or nothing plays.
I think
Man, if you think like a winner, you're eventually gonna win, right?
I mean, he just sad tromboned for the enemies.
Well, that's a burrow strike. Lead Moon Shadow also came out already, so it's kind of hard to continue without gem or dust. Did the gem? You didn't pop the dust. So focus on the objectives. Tier 3 goes down. Upshaker coming back. Again, as I said, no active ones for a long time. Big burrow strike here, just trying to force out some spells, just threatening. Going center, going. Switching the focus on the melees.
I mean,
Duck keeps linking away to Timbersaw to try and get rid of the mana. So far, it's not really successful.
and sinking both very far back and time to initiate.
Fast. On top of the Chronosphere! We have enough damage in the middle of that with the Scythe that will get rid of the Shaker for good. Global Silence to try and turn this around, Madara with his own ultimate. The duel... Was there a duel? I think an illusion? I have no idea. But the epicenter... Great spell. Madara summons around onto Ramses. Pops a go shot spot, and someone's still alive. The last game of right click's not enough from Nofia. Finish him off. He's the first casualty inside of DD. Now looking for more. This big guy Rajix, but very hard still to burst through all of this armor. 46.
If you're not bursting him down with spells, he's just not going to fall. BKB was an excellent pickup by him there. And his ability to get Sender off in that fight, amazing. God, they need to either be killing him before his BKB. Wait, what? What's going on?
He blinked into it. He blinked straight into the arrow. That was hilarious.
Lol.
I missed that. Unfortunate.
Yeah. Well, you have to go back to replay it because it was really good.
The initiation
Your life is not complete without
done.
it.
Void was able to get the chrono on too, right before the silencer on and dropped it global. So the timing was very. And on top of it, they were bottom Rex, top Rex,
Yep. They go down.
getting their way into the game and that bracket.
Micah Drums is here. Blink tool to start with. Duck follows up. Don't think that, and they get the dual win. Oh yeah. After 52, this is somewhat acceptable.
I mean,
Considering the way this game is going, especially.
I mean, you say that mousesports is getting thing or Double Dimension is getting things they need to come back in this game, but the advantage that they like have overall, in as far as like being able to fight the enemies, is decreasing as the game goes on.
Yeah.
He's got an ice bolt with Raisin. Stun wave to touch off. They're gonna let this go now. Oh, Double Dimension gonna take a fight. They do a Chronosphere. They do a Peppy Center.
I think if they wanted to take this fight, they'd have to buy back on the necker. If they want to.
If they want to take this fight, they should not have used the A-Blast.
So Slam being used here, keeping Rajix away. Chronosphere on 3. On 2 actually. And we'll focus on your shaker. Come on, we use no big feel, but gonna finish the last one too.
That one is a big deal, I'm afraid.
Yeah. They want to take that fight. Ramses buys back, and 3 more heroes down with no buyback here. So matching those straight down mid.
Catch from Thug at the very least.
Player Thug.
That's another buyback. DD they want to end this right now, don't they?
Yeah, they would have finished this game.
Middle tower is under
Lebrod still has his epicenter, so he could still be very useful. If they don't know they don't have any buybacks, I'll figure that we'll just want to fight.
Dire's middle tower has
Threatening
fallen.
on the shock. Free range. Gun shot smoke now.
Dire's middle
Okay, kill
barracks
will
are
be
under
back without Aki Slam a little bit. Powerblade has soul kit available. Once he
Dire's
returns.
middle barracks has fallen.
Can they prevent the mega creeps here right now? They're gonna have to play out of their minds to do it.
Has fallen.
I'm not sure that they have the tools, but I might get proved wrong. This Terrorblade is doing insane amounts of damage now. BKB stops him from
Yeah, but can they lock anyone down with the right
Quite
click?
find the right targets. You need to sync that up with maybe next time that is to find no fear, but it's a low value target.
with that BKB down there, suddenly
Oh
Oh,
no.
the dual on illusion. Skylark wasting that one. That is the epicenter. Finishes him off. So much damage from Madara and Ramses. Pops him down with the scythe. Not coming back for another 80 seconds. And this might just be it. Thug trying to stay alive. Even already used to leave. 4-star. Moonlight Shadow will be dusted off. Another burst strike. LeBron with the play. It's a Chronosphere.
Good game.
Onto 3 targets to follow up. Just the icing on the cake as the GG is already called. Mouse. They fall to Double Dimension.
Wow.